Hello.
What's What's good, everybody? It's your girl Tania and
Harvest.
and we are coming to you on what's today? Monday.
Yes.
May 12th.
After Mother's Day.
Day after Mother's Day. So guess what?
I have a mother.
No, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, that too.
That too. Anyways, welcome to the Breakfast Crew podcast, where we knit, heavily crochet, sometimes spin, and always draw in Central Texas.
Yep.
You can find me as the natural _ crow knitter 83 on Instagram. You can find Harvest as my life _ gone creative on Instagram. And her page is heavily monitored by yours truly.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to let it go here soon. I mean, you're about to be 18, so.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we are podcasting here in a about to be no more sun, Central Texas. The sun is going down. It is almost 7 o'clock, I believe. 6:40 something in the afternoon. I tried to podcast earlier this morning because I started out late for work. Got 23 minutes in and realized I didn't turn the microphone on. We have microphones. So we don't have to yell, and I don't have to tell her to say with her chest because she likes to talk like this and blah, 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 blah.
Yes, the phone is right there.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't pick up as well. That's why I have to tell you, say with your chest.
Okay.
Either way, you can also find me on Ravelry as Hooked for Life, and you can find me on TikTok as DA Real Tania, and Harvest is Mocha
Cafe
_ Cafe, right?
_ CFC4FE for just a little
play on cafe.
Yeah, play on cafe.
With some numbers behind it.
Yeah, I think it was 732 or 1.
Something like that. And you can find me on Blue Sky. Can't remember. You can find me on Blue Sky as Royal Harmony, I believe, at Royal Harmony.
718.
718. Mocha.
So it was an S.
Mocha _ CSFE 718. Okay, so how was school?
It was good.
Yeah.
We were starting a new project for U.S. history. So I have, so it's just making like contradictory. Why can't I pronounce it right?
It's okay. Contradictory.
Theories.
Okay.
Last time we did that in English for my sophomore year, I was doing the Earth was flat.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
And so mine was reflection lie. So it's like a.
You say reflections?
Yeah, reflection lie, like a mirror.
Okay.
So like your mirror, your reflection is like your alternate self being trapped inside. Yeah, you know how when those little kids always like try to see if their mirror moves? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Okay. So they're like imitating.
And this is for what class?
U.S. history.
U.S. history. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well,
and in math models, we're learning about retirement, money stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Money we need when we don't work no more.
Yeah.
Stuff that we saved up. Possible, what's it called? Retirement funds, saving funds. IRAs, yeah.
401k.
401k.
That's what we're learning with the retirement.
Cool. Because we don't even know if we're going to have them.
I don't know. Did you get it?
I do have one. I have a 401k.
You still have it? Okay.
Yep.
Do
I put money into it? Yes. Every time I get paid, money goes into my 401k.
Okay.
It's a part of your like taxes. When you have taxes taken out, your insurance, Like I pay for our dental, I pay for our vision, I pay for my 401k. So when I get older and I don't work, I get that money back to me.
Can you teach me how it?
Teach me how to tag. Teach me how to tag. Okay. What?
Yeah, like can you teach me how it works? Like,
well, you're learning now, and then what you do is you just come home, you tell me what you learned, and I'll reinforce it.
Okay.
Yeah. Period.
I was mostly like saying like whenever you have like the money, you can just show me.
I don't have it. It comes out of my paycheck. I don't put it there. It automatically comes out. Just like how money automatically pops into your savings account because I put it there.
Yes.
That's how it works.
So you're my 401k?
Until you get a job, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got some whips. We got some finished objects. I have some reading and watching.
I have some school drawings.
She got some drawings, of course. And we have some events past and present and future. So let's get into it. Excuse me. So finish objects. I had two. So we inducted, as y'all know, I talked about this last time, my organization, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, inducted 4 amazing women into our sorority, and I made them hats as their gifts. I showed you 2. I finished the other 2. I will pop in pictures while Harvest head is down and she's drawing, and she put her head up. Of course she does.
Oh, right. Just writing my
okay. And yeah, they came out cute. They loved them. One of the girls is already a crocheter, so she already made herself a hat, which once I saw something she did, I was like, of course you did, but I didn't know you was a crocheter, so here's your hat anyways. So those are my only 2 FOs. Harvest, do you have any finished objects?
I have a lot.
I bet you do. Go ahead.
So I had some free time yesterday.
Who has free time anymore? Come on.
A lot of people in their teenage years.
Oh, okay.
So I started my new journal for making OCs, part 2.
Part 2.
And so it's because the other one is fully finished, it's fully filled up.
Fully.
With a lot
completely written on.
With my previous OCs that I used and that are gone. May they rest in peace.
Not may they rest. Okay.
So this one, I'm always making like a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle OCs.
Is it this?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's mostly because I like Ninja Turtles and I want my OCs to like get to know them. So this is the second child I've made.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Kohana Redwood. I started putting my OCs with having last names now.
Oh, now they got last names. Okay.
Because it makes more sense. Instead of just saying, hey, my name is this. And whenever they ask, hey, what's their last name? And I'm like, huh?
I didn't give them one.
I didn't give them a last name.
All right.
And so here it is. She is 5 years old. She is 3'2" feet tall.
3 feet 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3'2".
That's not how you say that. You don't say 3'2" feet tall. You say 3 feet 2 inches tall.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. 3 feet 2 inches tall.
3 feet 2 inches tall.
Thank you.
She is small. Yeah, she's small and chubby with a bit of a body fat and fully red panda tail. She is a red panda hybrid. Half human, half red panda.
Got it.
And the best part is she is African American with Chinese descent.
Descent.
I don't know what that meant.
Meaning she's Blasian. She's half black, half Chinese.
Oh, yeah. I was just making sure because of the extra word.
Yep. African American and Asian descent. Meaning somebody, either her mom and dad is African American or her mom and dad is Chinese.
I would think that a Chinese woman as her mother would be like very powerful. She's like a, when you saw the movie Red.
Yeah.
So she's like that. She's also like a red panda.
Okay.
Like half red panda.
Oh yeah.
And so,
I feel like every female in their respective culture has some strength and authority to them.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And her outfit is an extra small panda brown color block V-neck cardigan.
Okay.
I saw on Pinterest when I was looking up red panda outfits,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a red panda cardigan. Like,
Okay.
so that's what had the name.
Mm-hmm.
But it just didn't say red panda. All it said was panda brown. I mean, sure, but
It's
a light brown skirt and some sneakers
okay.
that are also light brown, but I didn't add it. So her hobbies is climbing and parkouring, like play on furniture and buildings.
You said parkour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mimicking ninja moves that she sees that the turtles do.
Okay.
Drawing little doodles with crayons, of course, because she's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Watching cartoons and dancing to upbeat music.
I do like a good dance.
That was me when I was younger.
Yeah, because you don't dance too much no more.
Yeah, but I still dance.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like not
We did boots on the ground.
Yeah. In prom, like I was actually feeling confident that time.
You should feel confident every time.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Yes. Who's your mama?
My mom.
Who is your mama?
You.
That's right. Confidence you will have every day you walk out this door.
Okay. Playing hide and seek, often using her tail to disguise herself.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for the hobbies.
Okay.
What she likes is warm, cozy blankets and small hiding spots. Crunchy snacks like pencils or rice crackers.
Mm.
Have you tried rice crackers?
I tried rice cakes. Are they the same?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But we can try I want to try the rice cakes.
Okay.
Soft, fluffy things and cuddles from the turtles. Because it's like a little... She treats them like big brothers.
Okay.
So it's like a words. Woman thing. It's like a fully bond. Like a family bond.
Oh, okay.
So being carried around on someone's shoulders.
Because she's 3'2".
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging from railings and climbing high places.
Mm-hmm.
What she dislikes is loud, sudden noises, startles easily.
Okay, me too, though.
Cold water, getting wet unexpectedly.
Okay.
Being scolded or told to sit still for too long.
Listen, who in their right minds actually like to be scolded? Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Unless it's that if someone's
Nope, nobody.
Strong, bitter smells.
Mm-hmm.
Tight clothing that restricts her movement.
Yeah.
She likes to move around a lot.
Right, she likes to dance.
And she has favorite foods, a meal, snack, and a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Her favorite meal is sweet and savory teriyaki chicken with steamed rice and broccoli.
Sounds good.
Her snack is honey-coated rice puffs and dried fruits like mango slices.
Okay.
And her drink is warm, sweet milk tea with just a hint of honey.
She likes mangoes?
Yes.
She likes mangoes.
And that's it for her.
Okay, who else?
I renewed my character.
You what?
I redid my character.
Okay,
from
this one?
Yes.
Okay.
I even colored her in the school. I colored her during school.
She has color.
Because I brought my markers for the first time at school, which I'm actually proud of because I actually got to do something in English because today was like a finals project that I told you about. And it's due tomorrow.
Okay.
So I was like, I had like the free time all I need. So I just draw and ink all my drawings till it's like the end of class so I can go to lunch.
Okay.
And coloring this whole thing like wasted all of my time, which is good.
So it didn't waste.
Well, it killed the time.
It killed the time. It was productive time, past timing.
Yes, because I made allergies.
I know. Go ahead.
So I renewed her character a bit because the old her, she didn't have any clothes because she's made of slime.
Okay.
And the clothes were like go through.
Okay.
Slime.
Yeah, sure.
And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna let her have clothes.
She needs some clothes.
Yes, because the body doesn't like show like all the stuff.
Like your boobs and your butt, and that's what you're talking about, stuff?
The nipples and the...
Yes. That's the right word, nipples and your vagina. Use the proper words.
I know it's just on camera.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
And so I didn't want. It doesn't show that even when I'm like looking for like OCs for the slime, because none of them wore clothes. Some of them do because it's their characters, but it also looks cool without it.
Okay.
And so I renewed it.
Okay.
To make it look more interesting.
Okay, yeah, I like her.
So
she looks cute. She's a thickums.
Yeah, she's chubby.
No, she's a thickums.
Yeah. So her name is Ivana.
You name these people. I don't know. Liviana.
Miraglo.
Liviana Miraglo.
Like marigold.
But
glow.
OROW.
So she's 22 years old.
22.
She's 5'6".
Oh, she's the same height as your dad.
Huh.
Yeah, he's only 5'6".
Her body type is chubby with a soft, plush figure that adds to her bouncy, jiggling movements because of slime. I forgot. I didn't finish writing out her slime texture, but it's like Jello kind of liquidish.
Okay. So gelatinous.
Oh, that's what it's called. Her slime hometown is Biscora.
Her slime hometown?
Yeah.
Like where she came from?
Yes. Cause she doesn't live with all with fleshy people.
Fleshy people.
That's what she calls it, fleshy people.
Okay. Okay, keep going. I was not expecting slimy hometown.
It's a vibrant, ever-shifting slime kingdom deep within a glowing carven system filled with bioluminescent plants and naturally forming gel pools. So, and her nationality is Gilmore. Gilmore.
That's her That's her nationality.
Yes.
Okay. Gilmore,
yes.
Okay.
A race of slime humanoids known for their fluid, adaptable forms and bright, glowing colors.
Okay. There you go.
Her eye color is bright neon green with a slight glow that pulses through her mood. Her hair is entirely made of neon green slime, with a jelly-like fluid texture.
Okay.
Her hair flows like liquid, constantly shifting with her mood, sometimes forming loose, flowing locks, which are these. Nose. Her chest size is a full double D. Adding to her fluid, jiggling movements. Her personality is like a whole sentence.
I see, but we don't need all that.
Yeah, but she's playful, mischievous, and gentle, motherly, protective, and yada yada.
And yada yada.
So her hobbies is squeezing into small spaces because of slime. Okay. She doesn't have any bones.
She ain't got no bones.
So she can just slip through small spaces
She sure
easily.
can.
Exploring new places, creating abstract art, listening to music, gooey hugs, be quiet. Testing the limits of her stretchiness.
Okay.
She likes unusual objects, shiny things. Unusual objects and shiny things. Yeah. Rainy days since the water makes her texture extra thick.
Okay.
Deep water, tight spaces, late night talks, warm and ambient lighting. She dislikes cold, dry air because it makes her slime stiff. Sharp objects, overly serious people, and being underestimated.
Okay.
And I didn't write in her outfit, but
that's okay. Her outfit's cute. Looks like a little tank top with a pair of black shorts.
Yes, it's a tank top off shoulder shirt with athletic shorts.
Okay.
And inside her slime, it's like a heart stone.
Look like some stones, yeah.
Yeah, heart
some
stones
gems.
And all the bubbles on the slime inside the slime.
Okay.
And she leaves tracks.
And she leaves a trail.
Always leaves trails.
She leaves a trail.
Slime.
Yeah. Is that it?
Hold on. Other doodles that I did.
Okay. Next.
So, in IHOP yesterday.
Saturday.
On Saturday, I made some doodles. And it was mostly these in the IHOP. So, his name is Kairo, because Japanese is like, it's like separated to make it in one word.
Okay.
So his name is Kairo Shizumi.
Uzumi.
That's his last name.
Oh. Okay.
So Kairo Shizumi is like a fictional character that I made from Mama from Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
So instead of her being the apothecary, he's
Apothecary.
the apothecary.
No, you're good. Come on.
Apothecary instead of her. So I had to mimic him as Mau to make it more sense.
Okay.
Make more sense. So his cat attitude with the cat ears.
Okay.
How the face with the face when she's like trying to threaten someone, but she doesn't.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
With like during the party.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to draw something with the head right here, but I forgot what it was. So I'm just like leaving it there for some reason.
Okay.
And then there is some other school doodles that I made that I truly love. And I think it's awesome. And I made another turtle, see? Her name is Aiko. She is the fifth.
Aiko Wane.
She is the fifth Ninja Turtle.
Okay.
And the youngest.
Okay.
So she is 14 years old, which is a year younger than Michelangelo, who is 15. She is 4 feet tall and 8 inches. Did I say right?
4 feet 8 inches.
4 feet 8 inches. She likes her favorite food.
About as tall as your Nana. Your Nana is only 4'9".
Huh.
Yeah.
Her favorite food is steamed dumplings.
Apparently that's your favorite food too.
Yeah. So it's like gyoza, but the steamed dumplings is actual like dumpling size.
Oh, dumplings. Never
Yes.
mind. I was thinking of pot stickers.
No.
Which is another form.
Wait, for gyoza.
Okay.
So her weapon is a Kusarigama chain. Gotta separate the letters. So Kusarigama is like a weapon with a sickle on the end, and
a chain.
And the chain it looks like nunchucks, but the other end has a blade on it.
Oh, okay.
So that's her weapon.
Okay.
And I finished coloring her on the computer today.
Oh, nice.
And I have it all in color.
Did you take a picture?
I printed it out.
Oh, okay.
So let me get the picture.
Oh, Lord.
So I got the picture. So, because I started it last week, and I finished it today. So.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah. She has makeup on.
Yeah.
Her turtle skin color is like a soft jade green.
Yeah, so I like her.
So on Pinterest, I was searching for a background for that color. And so I found this. It was like macaroons. Or macarons.
Oh yeah, macaroons, okay.
I only had one macaroon, and it was like when I was a preteen. And I was with my mom in Whole Foods after her yarn meeting. If you went to Whole Foods, it is amazing.
Well, not everybody Whole Foods is like the one in Austin, and even that Austin one is different from the other ones in Austin.
True, but also for vegetarians, it's like a vegetable paradise because there's like a lot of plants that looks like meat, but it's like made out of plants. So there's like veggie nuggies.
Nuggies.
So it's supposed to be like onions inside, but it actually tastes like an actual nugget.
Oh. I mean, I eat onions, but God.
Like how Dad made like the meatballs, but it was actually but made with cauliflower. Yeah, I wonder how people do it.
When you have no choice, you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so.
Okay. Anything else? She got a Tamagotchi over here.
Yeah, I was gonna argue about that.
Oh God.
So my mom wanted me to do the.
I didn't want you.
Well, you told me about the shell details because I showed you I showed you the design, and so he asked me where's the shell, and so the next day I started doing the shell, and it was like full of stickers.
Whose shell design is this?
Ico's.
Yeah, then you didn't say that.
Yeah, Ico's shell.
Okay.
So it has like cherry blossom stickers, moon stickers, her name in kanji, and a pizza sticker just from Michelangelo. Her eye makeup.
Okay.
With some lavender eyeshadow. I think a light lavender. Okay. With stars at the end. Now I feel like I want to do that one.
Okay.
So her nicknames are on the bottom for each turtle. So for Leo is Mom Hen Leo because he's the oldest. Okay. And for everyone, he looks like he treats everyone like a mother. He acts like a mother.
Right.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm pretty sure everybody else did.
For Raphael, he's named Grumpzilla because of his hothead self. Donatello for Techno Nerd, and Michelangelo for Party Brain.
Okay. Because he likes to party. Lottie Dottie, we likes to party. We don't cause trouble and we don't bother nobody. Where?
And then here is her. No.
It's okay.
But here's her in the position where the shell is shown. So she's doing like a low kick. I was struggling a little bit with the foot here, but I think it looks good.
Yeah, I don't think it looked bad at all.
Because I need to practice how on certain angles. Yeah. Where the knee is bent.
The swipe.
Like swiping the knees. And then here is some like eye eye details for each turtle. Okay. Because they're all different. And up here I was practicing how to draw goggles. On top of Donatello. Okay. And back here was, I think, on Friday. I have a lot of Ninja Turtle drawings. So
ain't nobody worried about your Ninja Turtle drawings.
So up here I was redrawing an old drawing in my sketchbook because my old drawings didn't have any necks in them. And whenever I showed them to my mom, she's always asking, "Hey, where
their neck?
Where their necks?
Where their neck at?"
And I didn't know how to draw necks at the moment because it was like during my sophomore year. It was during my sophomore year. But now I'm drawing necks, and they look pretty good. Yeah. And
they play fine.
Because I got good
for
at it.
A neck.
And look how better it looks with the neck. And I added like some extra accessories like stickers and bandages because how reckless he is. And I wrote notes of different appearances for the Ninja Turtles throughout the whole seasons of what they've gone through. Like Leo's during the season 2 on the end of the episode. At the end of the season, he was fighting the Shredder until he got into a coma by his slash. Okay. So it was like from the right shoulder to the plastron, the front shell. Okay. But before I wrote it was like on the left. Okay. So I don't want to change it because it still looks good.
Then don't change it.
Yeah. And so then for Raphael, he has like a scar on his left eye and a little cut on his lip to make it like more like a battle worn kind of thing. Okay. But it's more battle worn appearance for Leo because he's the leader. He's gone through a lot.
Sure.
And so some more cracks, some scratches,
Mm-hmm.
and a tattoo that I'm trying to figure out what to put on.
Okay.
But then here's this one that I made, which is Michelangelo being in the pool with the inflatable tank that shoots actual water. Yeah, I actually want to try going in that for a pool party because it looks cool.
Is that a thing? Does it exist?
Yeah, it exists.
Okay.
I can show you to it right now.
Is that it?
Yes.
Look, we had 30 minutes.
Yep, that's it. That's all my drawings.
All her drawings. For now.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, so I just popped my neck. My whips.
That's good.
It don't pop in places I need it to pop. Yeah. So I am making my baby nephew Uriel a blanket. I crocheted his brother and his sister's blanket.
Right here. Here it is.
That do look like fun.
It does. Mm-hmm. It has the military wheels and everything.
Yep, the tracks and. Mm-hmm. So I crocheted. I did the corner to corner for the two little peoples, and now this little person, I'm doing a knit blanket. I'm using Bernat baby blanket in. I think this is called Ziggy Pop. I think it's called Ziggy Pop. It's being blown out because we're right under the light. But yeah, and I only had 3. I had bought 3 of them from Joann's. When I went to Joann's this past weekend to get more yarn, they had them in low plastic bags. So I bought another one. So this is the Granny's favorite dishcloth pattern turned into a blanket. And yeah, so I'm going to do 2 balls to increase, and then the last 2 balls is going to be my decrease. Now, y'all see this stitch marker? It's here because when I tried to record this morning, I moved it up, and I'm going to leave it here. So now y'all can see it's right here. Anyways, so it's this big, it's this wide so far, and I'm still on my first ball. So I'm thinking he's going to have a nice size blanket, and honestly, I hope the mom appreciates it. But I'm using size 8mm needles, so 11 US, and it's not too bad on my hands. I thought it was going to be really, really bad, but it's not. I can manage. As long as I got some oil on my hands, I'm good. It usually just slides and go about its business. Next, which I think I'm going to finish this weekend, and I can't wait. I wanted a crochet pillow cover. I saw someone who had a crochet pillow cover, and I was like, I should have done this. I didn't think I was going to have time. And as I started it, I was like, I could have done this. I should have just done it. So here it is. And it's poppy. I am making a granny square with my sorority colors, and I'm going to cover this pillow. And I'm using Big Twist mustard yellow, and I think this is varsity blue. They didn't have any more varsity blue when I went there on Saturday. They also didn't have any more mustard in the regular Big Twist. So I got mustard in the living Big Twist, which is an Aran weight. You all right, Boo?
Yes.
Okay. Which is an Aran weight. So I'm going to use this to finish this. It's a little bit bigger. I think this is 17 stitches to the 4-inch, and the worsted weight is 18 stitches. So it's not that much big, but I needed to at least do 2 more rows to get to the top, and I'm thinking I'm going to do the back part in all white. I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I will not, but it's still a work in progress. Next, I had a bit of cast on itis. Y'all, I was bored and I really needed something to do. So I did it. You remember that TikTok? We were like, don't do it, sis. You don't need to. Don't do it.
It's okay, girl. I ain't gonna do it. I was just thinking about it.
I was just thinking about it.
I did it.
I did it. I did it. So here is one of my cast-ons, newer cast-ons. This is a Tunisian crochet top that is crocheted sideways. Remember how last time I wanted a crocheted or knit top to knit in a different direction or something just to kind of spark my interest? Well, I found it, and I'm kind of glad I found it. So she put out a testing call. I saw that it was knit sideways. I said, yes, please, I want to try it. Now, I had the dickens of a time trying to get gauge. Here's what I mean. The pattern is written for 5mm hook. She told me to try a 4.5. I tried the 4.5. Oh Lord. Sorry. Just got a notification that they got the first witness in the Sean P. Diddy Combs case. Either way. I tried the 4.5. I didn't get gauge. It's 18 stitches, 18 rows to 4 inches. So then I tried the 5. Didn't get gauge. I did not get gauge. So then I bought a 5.5mm, still didn't get gauge. But then I realized I was shorting myself 1 row. So then I redid it and I got 17.5 rows per 4 inches. And I got 17 stitches per 4 inches, supposed to be 18. This one, I got 20 stitches per 4 inches and 17.5 row gauge. So she said use the 5. So that's what I'm using. I'm using a 5 Tunisian crochet hook. This is the Ginger set by Knitter's Pride. I love this set. I bought it off of Amazon and I would buy it again. I just like the wood. All of my crochet hooks for the most part are wood crochet hooks. I just like them. I buy most of my crochet hooks from Furl. So if they're not like the, what is that, acrylic or whatever. Yeah, I think acrylic, it's probably the wood. And if it's the wood, it's probably a 5 because 5 is my favorite crochet hook size. So this yarn is Gritty Knits. This is her Timebomb, which is um, it's a dye pot oopsie, and I have 4 skeins. This is her fingering weight, which is 460 yards, 75/25 nylon. So I'm excited to use all of it. I'm going to work on it a little bit. This test is not due until I think either the end of June, the beginning of July. So I have good time, but I'm gonna probably put a lot of my work into this than anything else, and then go about my business. And that's in my bag by Twist Fiber Studio. Ashley, she no longer makes bags, dye yarn, do nothing yarny. She does nothing yarny anymore. And I kind of miss her because I really did like her. My next project, I wanted a cardigan. I wanted a cardigan so bad I could taste it. So I cast on.
It's all the fabric.
Yes. So I cast on a cardigan called the Melody. Oh, Chihuahuas. It's called the Melody cardigan. I was almost there. Cast on the cardigan. It's a free pattern on Ravelry by the Knitting Violinist. She's a violinist that knits. So I'm using 2 lace weight. It's a mohair and a lace weight. The mohair is Diablo by Hobbii in the color 34. I don't know what that is. It's probably lavender because it's lavender. And I'm using Yarn Fairy and the Pixies. I don't know if this is pixie dust, but it is fairy lace. It is fairy lace. And there we go. And I have 3 of the fairy lace in different colors. So I have this one, which is a lighter color. I have this one, which is just a little darker. And then I have the one that I'm currently working with, which is darker than this one. So, and this is what the mohair looks like. The mohair I got from Val. Y'all might know her as A Visit with Nana and Papa. She gave this to me when she was destashing some yarn. She was like, just take it. And I was like, okay. She had like a Ziploc bag of like 7 skeins in there. She said she didn't know what she was going to make with it. So I was like, fine, I'll figure it out. I finally found something that I wanted to make, and I'm making it. So I just cast it on the 8th. Is it? The 3rd. I cast it on the 3rd. I wrote it on the thing so I can put it in Ravelry. And so far, so good. I'm still working on the neck shaping-ish. Yeah, the Raglan neck shaping. And then once I finish that, it's the purling for me. I don't have a problem purling, but it's a lot of stitches to be purling. I'm just saying. So last but not least, I have my Cozy Classic Raglan by Jessie Maed. It was giving me some strife because of the increases. It was just taking too long for me. But I finally got past it, and I'm pretty much just knitting. And I kind of love it because I can watch a movie and knit and not think twice about it. Have company, knit, and not think twice about it. So this is what it looks like. It looks like the Neapolitan ice cream. Look, Harvest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So each row is 20 rows. And every time I get to row 20, row 21 is the changing color, which is on the back here, which is where this stitch marker is the changing color. Mm-hmm. And then I count 20 rows from there. And then I add the new 2 balls of Advent yarn I'm using. And when I add that one, if I still have more yarn left over from the previous color, then I just wind it off and start anew with a different color, because I want to use as much of this yarn as possible, because the yarn just really need to be gone, and I can put it in something else like a blanket or something. Figure something out, or make a stuffy or something and put it in that. I don't know, whatever. Something's going to happen.
And I was coughing all day in school. I was saying that I should have just gotten a mask. So I was gonna ask if I could get like a black mask.
Yep, cool. I got one.
And so for my Tamagotchi argument.
Oh, Tamagotchi.
So I got this from Shein. And it's pretty cool because I wanted to experience like what it's like to have like a Tamagotchi, like something nostalgic. But the problem is that when I first got it, it was like a year ago. I didn't know what to do with it or what the icons were for. So my mom helped me, and so for a while,
I had a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, and for a while. I was taking care of some pets, but then I always get confused, and I think whenever it's like not there, I think I had to like start all over. But it's not really that. I just had to like clean the poop and give them a shot, and they appear right back on the screen. But the thing is, whenever I put my Tamagotchi somewhere in my bag, and I always hear a beep, and if I hear a beep, I always check it to see if, because the buttons are always pressed. Which means...
Is it resetting itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
It always resets itself. That's why I put it in my pencil pouch to think that it wouldn't like press anything.
So why don't you put it on your handle?
It broke.
Oh. Well.
And also because even if I put it on the handles of my pants, it'll still feel like it'll turn itself.
Right. And
then
so you should probably just leave it home.
Yeah, just leave it home.
That's what I would do.
So I was thinking,
go get yourself some water. You're coughing because your throat is dry and you're talking too much.
And
yeah.
I drank some when I got back.
So, reading and listening. So, I've been, or watching, or whatever, because I listen to my reads. So, I think I was finishing November 9 when we last podcast. That was a really good book. I enjoyed it so much. The twists and turns had me like thrown. And I was just like, what? Anyway, so then I finished November 9, and then I started Be Mine Forever, which is number 3 in the Bennett series, written by Kennedy Ryan. She also wrote, why can I not think about it right now? She wrote 2 other books that I really, really, really liked. Oh, I can't think of it. Anyways, um, where am I going? Oh, the Bennett series. So apparently, this is book 3. The characters are Joe, Cam, Walsh, and Karis. I always forget her name. Karis and Cam used to be married, and then apparently in book 2, which I kind of tried to listen into, but I just couldn't get into it. Karis and Cam were married. Something had happened. She like got pregnant and they somehow lost the baby. He thought it was him that caused it. His friend Walsh was in love with Karis, and so they end up marrying. So here in book 3 starts off with Walsh being overseas because his father or a grandfather got sick or something like that, and he had to take care of that. But he couldn't reach his wife, who was Karis, and so he asked Cam, who is the ex-husband to Karis, to go and check on her. She's currently pregnant with twins. Either way, fast forward, Joe, who is Walsh's cousin, they all went to school together, and Cam grew up in the hood. Like his mom was a sex worker, and he was um, inappropriately touched several times by his mom's pimp. And so
that's horrible.
Yeah, and so he harbored some really like horrible feelings within himself. He didn't get himself any like therapy, but he didn't think that he was good enough to be with Joe, and Joe came from money. So he just felt like because he didn't come from money, he wouldn't be able to match her. Either way, they end up getting together and making a life. It was pretty good. That twist and turn was too. Okay, so I never thought that I had like a cringy feeling when it came to listening to those kind of things. She wasn't like explicit with it, but she was able to paint a pretty good picture of like how he felt, what he looked like. Like I could visualize him in the apartment being harassed by the pimp and seeing him cry. Like, and that made me feel a kind of way. And I didn't think I would, but I did. So I know I can't watch those kind of things. It pisses me off. It really does. Especially when it comes to like classism, racism. Like there's a lot of movies like 12 Years a Slave. I can't watch it. I just can't. Any type of slave type movie where, of course, white men are dominant and black women are vulnerable and they take because they can. I can't do it. I can't. So to have that feeling when I was reading this book, I was like, oh, and I was driving to go see a patient. So I was just like, okay, now I gotta bring on the cheer and the professionalism and blah blah blah. And it was fine. I didn't have like any issues talking to my patient or whatever. Actually, I enjoyed talking to my patient. The next book was the fourth and final book in the series, the Dream Harbor series. Is called The Strawberry Patch Pancake House. And the first 3 books was like um, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and the Christmas Tree Farm. And so this book by Laurie Gilmore was the fourth one. Now, I will say this book wasn't as sexually graphic as like the Christmas Tree Farm, which threw me for a loop. But that wasn't like super sexually graphic. It was just I wasn't expecting it because it seemed like this little cozy, seaside town. And here comes the sex scene, and I was like, "Oh, what am I listening to, and why?" But it works, and this one was pretty good. This guy was a chef over in Paris, and he had had a baby with a female that lived in Dream Harbor. I don't think he knew that he had a baby, but the mom knew that he wanted to go off and be a chef, so she didn't worry him about the birth of their child until she passed away. And so the mom, the maternal grandmother, was taking care of the daughter. The chef was called to come back to the States. He became the chef of a diner. I forgot how he became chef. I think they just needed a chef because one of them just quit or whatever, they moved, and so then he needed a nanny to take care of the child while he was at work, and then he fell in love with the nanny. Pretty much, it was really good. I enjoyed it. The next book was the fourth and the third book of the Great Witches Baking Show, which is by Nancy Warren. She wrote the Vampire Knitting series, which I love. Will read it time and time again, and probably could reread it and be in love. This one is about witches. Who this witch is in a baking show over in England, and she's trying to find out who her mother was because she knew her mother was a witch. And in the first book, she found out that one of the judges is actually a witch in her coven, and so she's over in England trying to figure out her witch heritage. In turn, she's in a baking show and she's like solving all these murders. Go figure. So this one, this person is called the Blunt Instrument. He got hit in the head with a blunt instrument, and she's figuring out the murder. That was book 4. Book 3 is called A Rolling Scone. They had to bake scones in this book in the contest, and one of the ladies who owned a little shop passed away, and she had to figure out the murder. So I just got book 2, which I forgot what it is, but it was on hold, and I had to listen to it. These books are like 5 to 6 hours long, so they're not very long, but in those time frames, she gives you a lot of information, and it doesn't start slow, but it kind of starts off at like a slow medium pace, and then it speeds up. So it keeps your interest. Mm-hmm. And the last book I just finished was called Black Girls Must Be Magic. We are. Tell them, Harvest. We magic.
Yes, we magic.
We magic. This is the second book in the series called Black Girls Must Be Exhausted. And we are. We're exhausted. 92% here. I'm just saying. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, Lord. So this is about a girl. This book was written by Jayne Allen, and I'm trying to get the first book, but is this one female who lives out in LA, Black female who has decided to have a baby on her own. She went through the sperm donor process, was dating a guy, Black guy, who went to Stanford on I believe he's like a CPA, or he's some type of math whiz, right? And they were dating. He didn't want kids. She did. Her grandmother passed away. She decided to have a kid. She has friends who are, one is Black and Asian, the other one is a Black girl. She's a realtor, and she's just going through life as she is a news reporter, and her coworkers, who predominantly white, her boss, who is a white male, has been making comments about her natural hair. So she's been going back to wearing wigs to kind of appease people. And then she realized that she's tired of pleasing people and not pleasing herself and being her authentic black self, which is why I've never put a perm in this one's head. I've had perms growing up. Matter of fact, my mom had me in the Jerry curl, child. When I tell y'all I hated life with that stupid Jerry curl. And I said, enough is enough. I want perm. So I got a perm and I straight. And then one year I decided to go natural and I loved it. Like, it was a little bit more work, but I didn't have to get my hair burned off. I didn't have to worry about my scalp burning. I didn't have to worry about any of that. I could color my hair, but I never colored my hair. But I never really got my hair trimmed either. So I would ultimately end up cutting my hair because, as a natural person, it tends to be a little bit more expensive to have your hair. Either way, I digress. So now I'm reading what am I reading? Oh, I tried to start reading the second book in the Bennett series, and I don't think I'm gonna finish it. I don't know. I guess because I know what happens in the third book, and I know how Walsh and Karis get together. I kind of, I ruined it for myself, pretty much. I did watch this show on PBS that was talking about the health disparities in the Black and Brown community, which I will put the name up because we're recording on my phone and it's on my phone. But it was a very good show. It really did like put the spotlight on where black southern black towns are behind when it comes to their healthcare and their peoples. Now, let's face it, in the South, a lot of black people, older black people, like if they're in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, they probably grew up between 1935 and 1960, where unless you were white passing, you were not seen by a white doctor. You only seen by black people. And if you were seen by a white, if you were seen by a white doctor, you were seen by a white doctor who didn't care whether you was white or black, right? But there wasn't a lot of those in the South. So a lot of them have health um, they have a problem going to the doctor. They rather just do a home remedy, try to figure it out at home, and guess what? If they toe get cut off, then their toe just get cut off, right? So because of that, a lot of them health literacy. That's what I meant to say. A lot of them aren't educated on certain vaccines. Some of them are scared. Like, there was a lot of black people dying during COVID because it was like, I'm not taking that medicine, especially because certain people were not promoting it. Um, Either way, it just shined a light on the maternal black health sector of the population. So the black women, the LGBTQ people, the brown people, so your Hispanic population, and your Asian population. So I've always had a doctor that looked like me for the longest. The one doctor that didn't look like me was a Cowboys fan, and I loved him to death. And then he retired, and then he got replaced by a female doctor who looked like me. So guess what? That's my doctor, and that's who's about to be her doctor. Because I feel like, as a black woman, she'll be able to understand my trials and my tribulations. I mean, I looked in when I was doing my nursing studies, we were dying of everything, y'all. Black people were dying of cancer, of diabetes, of heart disease, of liver disease, of colon cancer. I mean, for Chadwick Boseman died at like 43 of colon cancer, and black men are the highest population to get colon cancer, and don't even realize they have it because ain't nobody going out my booty hole. Do you want a camera up your butt or do you want to die?
There's a camera?
Yeah, they put a little camera in your butt. You're sleeping. Well, you're not sleeping, but you're not aware of what's going on. Your body is relaxed, so they're able to go all the way up your intestines, and they take that camera and they slowly come back down and they look to see if there's anything wrong in your intestines, any extra growth that could signify cancer, and if there is, they take it out and they test it. If it comes back positive for cancer, you have to get treated for cancer. You might lose your intestines. You might die. Who knows? But if you catch it early, they may be able to treat it early. So, Black women are dying from breast cancer. Like we are dying from everything. So we need to take our health serious. Pretty much. So that's all I got to say about that.
Joke of the day.
No, we ain't there. We still got to do the events that we did. Like, we did a bunch of stuff this past week.
Oh.
Yeah. We did the March of Dime walk for the babies.
I was so confused about that.
Have you been vaccinated for polio? If you have, that's because of March of Dimes. Polio were found in kids. And we give babies polio vaccine to prevent them from having polio. Polio is a disease that affects your muscles, and so you're not able to use your muscles. You're not able to walk. You're not able to run. You remember Forrest Gump?
Yes.
Remember he had them braces on his legs and he was walking a little weird?
Yes.
Forrest Gump had polio.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he started running, and then he couldn't stop running.
Run, Forrest, run.
Exactly. So I've been vaccinated for polio. Harvest has been vaccinated for polio. Like, we got all of the vaccination up in this house because I don't play.
I can move.
We're getting vaccinated. I am a pro-vaccinator. Sorry, not sorry. I'm just saying.
And
anyways,
I still have a fear of needles.
So we did the March of Dime walk, and then I had a Sigma Gamma Rho meeting where I found out that we have a lot of stuff to do in this community in order to change our futures, because these kids need some help. And then I went to Joann's on Saturday. I got some more yarn before everything just go bye-bye in 2 weeks. Let's see, what else happened? We celebrated Mother's Day with brunch with Miss Valerie and Mr. Jim, and his sister was in town, so we got to meet them. Cake is out of town doing army duties, so he'll be back tomorrow, but he got to miss it, so it's okay. And then we spent Mother's Day at my godson's parents' house. The dad made his mom, his wife's mom, so his mother-in-law, his grandmother, his sister-in-law who's pregnant, and his sister who is pregnant with her first child, and me, because I special dinner. I didn't eat much. I didn't eat at all, actually. But that's because I had a late breakfast with Val and Jim, and I'm on Wegovy, so my appetite isn't there as much. I'm lucky if I eat once a day, let alone twice a day. I'm definitely a snacker, so I haven't.
So am I.
I haven't much snacked, but
every time when I wake up, I'm always hungry. My stomach is always growling.
That's because she really don't eat like she's supposed to. You don't. It's okay. You also don't drink a lot of water. If you drink some water, it will make you full longer.
I thought
it takes up space. Water takes up space in your stomach.
I thought water didn't fill up my appetite. It only fills up the thirst, not the food appetite thing.
Yeah. Yes, it does. If you drink water with your food, it expands in your stomach and it makes you feel full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so so we did that, and then this weekend we have Rabbit Fest, which is a
good fest,
yearly festival. It's a yearly festival over in the neighboring town. Y'all know how y'all got those small towns with small festivals like the Grits Festival, the Pineapple Festival, the Pickle Festival.
I've never heard those in my life.
Yeah, we have Grits Festival in South Carolina all the time. I forgot what city, Greenville or Anderson, something like that.
The pickle fest is crazy.
Pickle festival, yeah, everything's pickle. Pickle, 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 pickle.
Pickle, pickle.
So Rabbit Fest is the same thing. It started out as like a 4-H type festival where they would show rabbits and stuff like that, and then it kind of just changed into a carnival. So they have carnival rides, carnival food.
And it's
They
awesome.
have
Their funnel cake is awesome.
They have animals. They have vendors that sell different type of things. It can sell anything. They can sell fans. They can sell Mary Kay. They sell anything out there. And then they have entertainment. And
their
it goes
mirror rooms.
Yeah. And it goes from Thursday to Sunday. So we're gonna take Little People's on Saturday or Sunday, one of them days. And Harvest got a community service thing to do on Saturday.
I said, hold on, Mom.
Swim 1922. We're going to teach the people how to swim. We're going to learn some swimming do's and don'ts in the water, in the pool, in the lake, in the ocean, on the boats, on all of the things. But we're going to a pool.
I don't do oceans.
You actually do.
I mean, I know, but like not swimming inside the ocean.
I don't swim in the ocean either. But you swim in the ocean when we went to the Bahamas. That was the ocean.
But not far, because I know where.
What do you mean not far?
Cause like when if you're like in the, I mean, I can do the ocean, but it's like at the beach kind of.
That's still the ocean.
Wait, Mom. What I'm saying is like I want like the beach ocean kind of area. Because it feels more
You
comfortable.
want to be closer to land.
I want to be closer to land.
Just say that.
Yes. I want to be closer to land. Because if I just like randomly like swim in the ocean, I wouldn't know where to go. Because there's nowhere near. I don't see anything nearby.
Except for more ocean.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Which is scary to me.
I mean, okay, then go in the ocean. No, what to tell you?
We're going to play no.
Okay, right. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so and then Sunday. Oh, and then Sunday I have a meeting. I'm going to teach some choreography to some amazing ladies.
Yeah.
No. Oh God.
That's what I wish you up and down.
Anyways, you better not look me up and down. You lost your mind if you think that's okay.
Nah.
No, it is
funny.
No. Anyways, but I am going to DFW, and I'm excited. I got asked by Stacy of Her Dazzling Creations to make a sample. I had to think of the word. Make a sample of the DFW patterns. They're doing a Dawn Barker pattern, which she's like the queen of color pooling. Yes, whatever pooling. And then Tony Lipsy is doing a pattern. Well, we're doing a pattern by Tony Lipsy, and you know Tony is mother, and I can't wait. Val asked me if I was going to DFW, and I was like, yes, because I'm taking 2 classes that I don't need to take because I already know how to make crochet sweaters, but I'm taking them because Tony Lipsy is teaching. So anyways, and I think that's about it. The job is going well. The oldest is doing okay. He'll be 25 in 2 weeks.
I am passing all my classes.
Harvest is passing all her classes.
So I might be a senior.
No, might be. We are. We're going to claim that in the name of Jesus. Okay. You will be a senior.
I will be.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to go on some college tours. I'm thinking, I was hoping to do them during the summer, but we can't because the kids might not be there during the summer. So I don't know who would do the tour, but I know one specific school said that they were going to put their summer schedule up. Ow, I just bit my tongue. Summer schedule up, and they didn't. So I might just have to wait until September to take her on the school tour. And she gets a fall break, so we can go during the fall break. I don't think the college students get a fall break. So either way, You want to do a joke of the day?
Yes.
Do you have a joke to do?
Yes.
Okay, go.
You know, you can tell if a vampire is sick
How?
if you hear them coughing.
Girl, but okay. If you hear them coughing. Okay.
It's a good joke.
It is a good joke. Can we finish?
Oh. Peace out, Girl Scout. You said finish. You did.
What I was going to say is, if you enjoyed what you watched,
Yes.
please like and subscribe.
Jinx.
Hit your bell for notifications when your girls come on. And
my mom can tag myself in, so you can see my videos on TikTok or some of my pictures on Instagram if I feel like it.
Yeah.
Because I don't mostly use Instagram, but I still sometimes use it whenever I feel like posting.
Yeah. Well,
and also because some of the friends and people in my U.S. history class have it. So
have what?
Instagram. So they add me. They add me to the group.
So that means they want to see your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, we're gonna bid you adieu. I still got some charting to do, and I'm gonna go do it. Drink a little mimosa because I'm trying not to drink during the week, and even drinking on the weekend is reduced. So, with that being said, love who you are, and you're going to get there. It may be slow, but don't give up.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Hey, bunnies.